Hello everyone, welcome to Mocking Sapien. My name is Tanay and today we are going to talk about how bad opposition Congress is, and if they continue like this, we might need a new opposition. And opposition is very important in a democracy. If you don't have opposition, then it's a non-opposition. Then it is autocracy. When there is no good opposition, the government never remains accountable for what they do. So the opposition gets up good points of where they are making mistakes, and it keeps the ruling party in check. And then in turns improves the functioning, because if they don't perform well, then the votes might shift to the opposition party. So BJP was an excellent opposition to the Congress before 2014. You remember Modi ji saying like, dollar upar niche, competition, petrol price, this, that.
डीजल का क्या हुआ? पेट्रोल का क्या हुआ? मित्रों, गैस हो, पेट्रोल हो, डीजल हो, हर प्रकार से महंगाई बढ़ रही है कि नहीं बढ़ रही है? रुपया अस्पताल में है, आईसीयू में पड़ा है.
So the way he brought up points, and he brought it up like properly, like inspiring people. And this is the reason why the BJP could get all the votes from Congress to their side, because they started promising about jobs, then economy, and then reducing the dollars, this, that, and then one more extra additional promise also he gave. I'm not going to mention it, but I think you should get it. So that one thing so they gave, but other things, jobs and all these things, economy, all just went in negative. So they promised so many things but screwed up badly in those promises. But this is what politics is. They convince a person that they'll give them a aloo ka samosa but give them a matar ka samosa. Or even don't give them a samosa. Or even make samosas from you guys and then eat it themselves. So they are capable of reaching levels. This is what politics is. But if they continue to do this, matar ka samosa and eating your samosas, if there is no opposition to talk about it, that see, they're eating your samosa, and then they'll just continue eating your samosa. There will be no check if there is no good opposition. So good opposition is very necessary in order for the democracy and the good functioning of the government and the whole of the country. Now Congress has been a part of the freedom struggle. They helped in the independence of India. Then they have a more secular ideology compared to BJP. Then they are of a more liberal mindset compared to BJP. So they have a very good standpoint in terms of ideological point of view, vision point of view, openness point of view. But on the other side, obviously they are corrupt like every other party. So it's nothing like BJP is not at all corrupt. BJP is extremely corrupt. So both the parties, all of them are corrupt, no doubt about that. But there is one big flaw in them, which is it is dynastic. Gandhi, Nehru, wahi ka wahi families going on ruling the party. Just the Gandhis will rule Congress. And this is a major flaw in the Congress. Like how the BJP is not known for the family, any kind of family, the Congress is just known for Gandhis. See, now I'm not talking about nepotism here. Nepotism is a completely different topic. BJP and Congress, both of them have nepotism. Doubt ही नहीं है उसमें. But I'm talking about the knowing of the party. Like Congress is known as the Gandhi family. BJP is not like, it's not Modi for years or something. It's been changing. So this is the difference between Congress and BJP, and this is a big flaw in Congress. And because of this, many talents from the Congress are getting overshadowed, and then they end up leaving the party and joining BJP. So when all these incidents happen between Scindia and all these things, so there is one part where obviously politicians hardly care about their own ideology. They mainly care about being in power rather than ideology. So this is one part which pushes them to join the other party. No, not getting the opportunity to come up in that own party, because dynastic rule है, अपना चालू है, Gandhi ji best. So you have seen Jyotiraditya Scindia, then you have seen Sharad Pawar in the past, and then right now you're seeing Sachin Pilot, then Jagan Mohan Reddy. There were many excellent leaders. like good leaders who could be in Congress, but because of their Gandhi and this dynastic kind of things, these people got overshadowed and they left. Now, don't misunderstand about good candidates. Good candidates, I don't mean that, they're good at their work or they're excellent, like smart and they'll do good for the nation. No. Excellent, good candidates in the sense that they are capable of, doing politics. Matlab, capable of winning elections and getting votes. That's a good candidate in politics. Kuch kaam karne wale is not a good candidate. Those people are non-existent, I guess. Now Rahul Gandhi is a decent guy, not much taam-jham, and he might be capable of becoming a better PM than Narendra Modi. I think anyone can be a better PM than Narendra Modi. Doubt ही नहीं है उसमें. He is the real legend. But can he become a PM? No. He lacks certain qualities which Modi has. It's the influential qualities. And what I personally feel is no matter how much he tries, he'll never be able to get Modi down. So he really needs to step down as the party president and let someone with good leadership become the party president. Have your own internal elections if you want and then appoint one head to your party. But Rahul Gandhi ji, he really needs to step down because नहीं हो पाएगा. Modi ji is Modi ji यार. कहाँ Modi ji, कहाँ Rahul Gandhi? The opposition over these 5-6 years had so many opportunities to target the ruling party in like terms of CA, NRC, demonetization, unemployment, GST, then this coronavirus crisis, this, that, opposition, nothing. They can't bring out anything. They spoke, like, it's not like they didn't speak, they spoke, but dum nahi tha usme. Like when Modi ji speak, many people are just like, woo, kya baat karta hai. Matlab, even though he does nothing in return, but kya baat karta hai. So, kya baat karta hai, that should be the thing. So, someone should come in the Congress like that kya baat karta hai. But instead of doing this, Congress ka kuch alag hi trip chalo. Kuch alag hi. They are just going on a streak of removing party members who are doing anti-party activities. So even if they are making some corrections, trying to show what flaws are going on in Congress so that they improve, no, they can't take criticism only. No, nikal bahar ja. So this recently happened with Sanjay Jha, who was the party spokesperson before. So he came on NDTV, he came on Akash Banerjee's podcast, and then they spoke over there regarding how Congress is screwing up in terms of their own policies and their own functioning and how it might be a disaster for them. But they heard that and they removed Sanjay Jha only. So people, good candidates who are faithful to the thing, who actually care about the party, they are just removing them. Hey, bhai, jao bhaad mein. Then they even removed Sachin Pilot. Chalu hai. Rahul Gandhi is going to rule the party. Rahul Gandhi. Only Rahul Gandhi is the Rahul Gandhi. So they will overshadow good candidates, then even remove the people who criticize them, like, or remove flaws in them. Congress is legend. Even apna Kejri bhai. Initially he was such a good opposition to Modi. Like every time, hey, Modi, you like this, you like that. Modi. And that is necessary. You need a good opposition. Kejri bhai now 2020 is just apna bhai chota Modi ho rela. If all this continues, the state governments will keep breaking and BJP will keep taking the good candidates from Congress. So it has happened in the past, it will happen again. And they'll just continue and Congress will be left with no good candidates. It will be just gone at the side. Apne Modi ji kayam rahenge. Modi ji in this life, Modi ji in next life too. Only Modi ji. Thank you everyone for watching the video. See you guys in the next one.